Good morning, everybody. Here we are, last day of the week. Um, so we're at the 9th of May. 9th of May. Why does that ring a bell? Doesn't. Okay, so we're at the 9th of May. So we're well and truly into the first week of May, and it's
not
gone.
when he got married. I don't know when he got married.
I've got no idea. Oh, I had a quick cuppa because my voice is going. Alrighty, I'm in a mess this morning, which is nothing unusual for me really, but I had a few things to do before I came on this morning to do with government bodies, and don't you just love having to deal with them on the phone and the stuff that they come up with or don't come up with, more to the point. So what have we got? Today is my last day of working with the in colors. And the cards today are going to be quite simple cards, but we're going to hopefully use something that covers all the in colors, the new in colors. So that's the cloud cover, which is now a crumpled piece of paper because my cat walked over it. We've got the Secret Sea, we've got the Timid Tiger, we've got the Darling Duckling, and the Strawberry Slush. Got my wrong fruit there, didn't I? So we're just going to make a few cards, very simple cards. So as you know, we always get a lot of scraps. So sometimes, morning, Daryl, how are you this morning? And Daryl said good morning to you. Yeah, this is the last morning that Mum's with me. So she goes home on Sunday. She spends the first part of Mother's Day with me and the second part with my brother. So that works out well. Okay, good morning, Suzanne. How are you this morning? So today's cards are very basic. They're very quick, but they are using the in colors. So I haven't got any to show you because I'm doing this, just doing this. So I will go straight down to the desk. And you'll probably see that we have a mess. Oh, helps if you press the button. There we go. Clean desk, but yeah, if you could see the sides, it wouldn't be very good at all. How are you both this morning? How are you, Suzanne? All right, so I'm just using our normal size cards this morning. Hi, Sue. How are you? So we're starting off by a 5 3/4 by 8-inch card. So this one is the whatever the cloud one is. I said it just now. This is the pale blue one. So we're going to start with that one. And what I've done is I've also cut our normal size for our layers and then taken some off of it. So I have these. Alrighty, so all I've done is I've cut these and then I've cut them down a bit. So our second one, which is usually 5 1/2 by 3 3/4, I have cut at 3 1/2 by 5. So it's usually 5 1/2, and I've cut them down by half an inch. And then the next layer that we usually have is 3 1/2. So I've cut that at 3 and by 5 1/4. So I've cut that at by 5 1/4. I've cut that by 4 3/4. So we've probably had to go down a bit more on this one because what the plan is, I've cut them in half diagonally, like so, pop them in the trimmer, and then all we're going to do is put these onto here, like this and this. And then we're going to put these on top. So this does have the strawberry slush on the back, so I could have used that, but I wanted to use something to brighten it up a little bit. So we've used the floral side, and we're going to put that on there, and then we're going to put a circle in the middle, and we're going to put a sentiment on there. If you were to cut these even smaller, or you could put them further out and have less of a border. I'll see if we can do it on the next one, but have less of a border and put these right up like this. We're not going to do it without being stuck, are they? You could actually put a sentiment through the middle. Okay, but it would have to be, we'll try it. We'll see if we can get a thin sentiment through the middle there. That congratulations that we used yesterday, that would probably fit through the middle there like that. So for this one, we'll just do the very simple card, and we will, now one of these was nearly empty yesterday, wasn't it? So I'm just going to make up the triangles first. Oh, here we go, with a bit of glue. I think this one's reached its point of no return, actually. Let's try the other one. Okay, that's better. So we want it a little bit right on the point, just to make sure, not too much, just to make sure that it's going to stick down. So good morning, Chantal. Lovely to see you. Haven't caught up with you in ages. Okay, so we're just, how's that little boy of yours? You know Chantal? Sharon's daughter-in-law used to live next door to Sharon. With the little boy, the baby boy.
I don't remember that.
She's got Alzheimer's this morning.
Live next door to Sharon.
Sharon up at Ned's. It's all right, she's thinking now. I can hear it. I can hear the cogs turning.
You want to put that close to the edge, didn't you?
I haven't done it yet.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
I
it's
haven't
the other
done
one.
it yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just popping these straight onto there like that. And then I can either just put it, I might just put these ones like this and put the circle in the middle, which was my first idea. Hi, Lynn, how are you? We just might just stick those on there. And then what I'll do is I'll get the, again, there's so many different things you can do. I'll probably use the circles in here. So I'm going to see what I've got that will, so you can put a nice big one in the center, and then you can do that one with the second color. So we might use those two today, and then we get a decent sized sentiment. He's doing really well, really cheeky. Wow, that doesn't surprise me. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to stick these down. Straight onto the card with a little bit of a border. We'll try the other thing with the other border next time. You working on your card, Suzanne? That's usually my trick. Okay, so, and then I've just put that one's not very straight, is it? It's dried now, so I can't fix it up. Alrighty, so we've got that like that. Okay, very simple, very straightforward. Now, I'm just going to get, you might need to just pop back a bit, Mum, please. I know what I want today, which is amazing, isn't it? That one. And that. For now. Nope, that's neither maybe. I don't want neither maybe. Oh, it's probably on the desk from yesterday. There's 3 up there. But cloud cover was what I was thinking of earlier, and I couldn't remember it. And Secret Sea. All right, so I'm hopefully going to use one of these because these are my very favorite sayings. These are out of Autumn Expressions, which unfortunately are leaving us. And I really, really love the sayings in these. We're going to have to go with the even bigger one because I need this one for that. So I'm just now going to cut out. Mum's going backwards and forwards in her wheelchair here. Oh, you did it all last night? Well, it's funny because up until today, I have had everything sorted. And then yesterday was quite a busy day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I sort of fell behind. That's not wide enough. That's not wide enough. And that's not wide enough. Let me get another piece of that blue. Just before I came on, I had a delivery, which was lovely. And I literally toyed with the idea of using one of the new sets that I got. And then I thought, no, you can't do that, Ray. Because I hadn't even thought about what I would do with it. And sometimes, you know, the best things come from...
Can't you put both the circles on there then?
I don't want both the same colour.
Oh, sorry.
So I'm just going to pop this through on the Sacred Sea. And then I'm going to do the next circle on a piece of white. I could possibly do it on cloud cover. It's sort of light enough, but I just like to brighten it up a little bit. So let's do the next circle on here. Didn't want to go through. So that we have that. So I'm actually going to pop that in the middle with that there. And this also shows how you can just do a really, really quick card. This one I'm going to put in there, have a perfectly lovely day. If I can find it. Which one says that? This one down the bottom. So you better put it up the right way. Pop that onto a block. Try and get it straight. I'm going to miss having my helper here next week. Now this is just going to fit in here, so there we go. So I'm going to pop that on there, like that. Which one am I using? I can't remember now. Probably this one. Nearly did that on the wrong side. Were you watching? No, it must have been the other one. Oh, Mum's getting really good now. She's oh, one of these was working just now. Why don't they want to work now? Goodness me. I'm pretty sure it was this one that I was using. I must get one of those
Well, that colour don't come on.
those things that you use, that little glue gun, Suzanne. I just haven't got around to it. Okay, so just popping that straight in the middle there, and then I'm going to pop that up with dimensionals. There you go. Oops. Yeah, I love it. Do you know, I am going to have to get all the new papers for these, Suzanne. I think I've pretty much used everything there was to use. And that doesn't often happen. Usually I'll use a few sheets more than others. Okay, take those backs off. And I will pop. I've got a bit of the glue out of the top of the glue thing. Put that up there like that. Now we just need some bling. I will do a centre and inside. So I'm going to stick today with the new in colours because that is the theme for the day or for the week. Yeah, I can see when you use it and you don't seem to have the problems that we have with this. So I will send off for one and get one. All right, so the colours on here for today. Well, this one actually gives us a chance to use quite a lot of different colours because we've got all the colours in the flowers. So we can either go with the Secret Sea, or we could go with the cloud cover, or we could go with something totally different and go with either of these three. What do we think? Should we go with the one that matches, or should we go with something that goes in here? What do you think, Mum? What do you think?
I don't know. I like the green at the top. Is it green?
No, it's blue, but yeah.
Well, it looks green.
Yeah, it's got a shine on
pretty,
it.
Yeah.
So that's the cloud cover, which is the lighter one. Then we've got the timid tiger, the darling duckling, and the strawberry slush. All right. I think if we use something brighter.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, yeah.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop one of these here. I'm using the strawberry slush. And then I'm just going to put a couple of small ones. If I can get them up, I might put, let me see, one there and maybe one down here as well. There. Okay, so there's the front of the card. And we can just cut a basic white insert. But what would look nice is if I cut a 5.5 by 3 3/4. for that. And then, see where my cat walked on it? This is pale enough to write on, so I could do a 5 1/4 by 3 1/2. And I can pop that on top of there. Let me just have a quick look. This is a bit of a, I suppose we could say this is a bit of a blast from the past, because what do I got? Have a perfectly lovely day.
What were you looking for now then?
Nothing in particular. We could probably put a happy birthday or something like that on there. But what I might leave that for now.
Those dots go in that one. Glass dots.
Pardon?
Give me that.
Oh, okay. There you go. And we can always put something on the inside here. What have I got? Have I got anything out that we can put in the middle there? Nothing in those colors, so we might just leave that. I'm just going to put that in just as a straightforward insert, and then we can put something else on it when we decide what we're going to use it for. And here we go again. There we go. And of course it puts a lot right in the corner where it's likely to squish out. Let's hope it doesn't. I'm just going to pop that on there. And that'll do. And then we can pop this on the inside. Now it's working. And that gives us a nice little insert page to put our message, our greeting, whatever we want to put on there. Yeah, I don't mind. My favorite, Lynn, was the Secret Sea. I don't mind the strawberry slush. I'm not an orangey person. I don't really like orange that much, but I must admit that I do like the Timid Tiger. It's nice and bright. I feel the others is a little bit muted, maybe. The cloud cover, I don't know, it's just pale blue, really, isn't it? But I'm getting, the more I use them, and with these papers, they're working really well together. So there is our first card this morning. So I'll do the, let me have a look. I've got 2 more here that I can do. So I can actually do that one or that one. So we can go with the pinks or we can go with the oranges. What should we do? Should we do the oranges just for something different? Actually, I could work with that side. I like that side too.
They go nice.
We'll have a play with that. Let's
unusual colours.
Let's do the oranges. So we'll have the Timid Tiger. We'll have that down as our base, which is 5 3/4 by 8. We'll pop out the arm. I like to do this while it's in there because it gives me the chance to butt it up and get it straight. Let's do the orange as well. I chose right, didn't I? It's nice and bright. Okay, so for our base cards, I'm going to this. So we're using the oranges and the lemons. Oh, it's not really lemon, it's that one. So we're going to. I'm going to cut this one. Now let me think. I'm going to cut it and then I'll cut it down again. It's easier for me to do it that way. So 3 3/4 by 5 1/2. Now I think I took 1/4 inch off of the bottom. We'll see when I put it up there. And 1/4 inch off the top. So that would make it 3 1/2, wouldn't it? Just easier for me to do this. So then what I did was I put it with the points, the 2 points into the track. Brought this up to the center because we don't want it to start on a point and just cut it. Now we'll find out if I'm right or not. So yeah, we've got that one and that one. That's these ones we might try and put that little bit further apart and see if we can get that congratulations through the middle there, although I'm not sure it's going to show up. But anyway, we've got those two. And then work with me. Are we going to use the stripy one? You're using that base today. Or are we going to use the floral? What do we want to use? Do we want to use the stripes or do we want to use the floral? What do you think?
I'd do plain for the stripes, wouldn't you?
It'll look very plain with the stripes, I think, but we can do that.
Yeah, but you're going to put the others on top of it.
What others?
Well, the piece round bits, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, we will put that on the top. So what do we think?
Well, do what you like.
I'll tell you what, we'll cut both. How about that?
Cut one side and the other side. Do one, the one cut.
No, you can't. So let's do the 3 1/2 by 5 1/4. These cards are very easy for beginners. So anybody who is just beginning, this is really a great way to start. Now, I'm just going to take 1/4 inch off there and 1/4 inch off here. Let's go straight up and do that. So we're going to do this one this side. So we'll pop that straight down into there. And we've got this piece like this. Okay. Or what I do, 5 1/2 by 3 3/4 by 5 1/2. And I'll take 1/4 inch off of each. We'll see what it looks like. Make sure that's in the line, that comes down. Or we can do it, take those off. We can do it with the florals. What do you think? The stripes or the florals? Let me close that. Yeah, we often ended up the flower, Suzanne. Mum suggested let's have a look at this just to see if it might work. But Mum suggested that.
No, I don't think it will. Though. Might be.
What do we think about that one? Or shall we go with just the florals? Yeah, just the flowers. I think so too. So we'll just use the flowers and we'll pop this out of the way. Now this is only leaving, actually, I might have to take, I'm going to take another quarter off of this because, actually this one I think I did take a half off of altogether. Take that off of there. Yeah, that gives us a bit of a, yeah. So another, what did I take off? A quarter. And I took it off the short side. Otherwise we don't get much of a border. So that gives us much more of a border. All right. And basically we're going to do exactly the same with this as we did with the last one. Len, you like it with the florals as well? That's good. So now it's just a case of, once again, I think if you had like a floral background, then you could possibly, you know, I was always taught never to put stripes with pattern.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, come on, glue. Doesn't want to play the game this morning. It was working 2 seconds ago. I nearly had pins everywhere. There's definitely glue on there. I hope that went in that bin. So maybe it is getting a bit empty. I don't know.
Have you got any more?
Yes, I've got more. Oh, see? The minute you do that, and yet it didn't feel like any resistance at all when I put the... I'm actually just looking at that. And I'm thinking it might be directional. So I'm just going to pop it there like that. Because when I was looking at this, I saw these leaves going up and I thought, ooh, it is gorgeous, isn't it? I'll have a look in a minute and tell you what bundle, what suite it's from. Or there's got to be something in there that's stopping it, hasn't there? That is so annoying. I don't like using it.
Yeah.
That is really silly. I'll go through a whole packet of pins this way. I think you sent me the name of the website for it, Suzanne.
There's plenty on there, look.
Yeah. I must go in and send for one.
Do you want to put it in the bin?
No, just leave it for now.
Well, you might need it.
Yeah, I might need it again. Yeah, see? The minute I do that...
Seems to stick up in the...
And then it's done it again, look.
Seems to set in the...
Anyway,
point, doesn't it?
Don't know what's
Unless
in there.
You say you're nearly empty.
No, I think there's a little blockage in there somewhere.
Well, you can see how much there is in there, can't you?
No, you can't.
Oh.
And then I'm just going to pop this.
Perhaps it wants... Oh, it's warm.
It's because it's been in my hot little hand, Mum.
Ooh.
There we go. So what am I doing? We're doing that like that. And then It's a question. So these ones I'm going to put a bit closer to the edge and see. Oh, Lynn, have you ordered one? That's great. Yeah, I'm going to get one because it certainly, I noticed Suzanne doesn't have any of these problems anymore. There, look, see, the minute I do that, there's a great big thing. So yeah, that will be my next.
It must be way up if that needle's getting all the way up.
No, there's something that's obviously blocking the hole and it keeps coming
down. Can't you take that off that thing?
No, Mum, because I don't want a great big spludge on there, do I?
No, I meant can't you take it off to clear it?
Yeah, but not in the middle of a thing. So this time I'm going, oh, darn it. This time I'm going to put these right up close and give us a little bit more of a, sorry, I dropped one on the floor, and give us a little bit more of a gap in between. It's actually really frustrating. Now I can't find the, there we go. I'm going to end up with glue all over my table. There must be a big lump in there, I'd say.
Seems so.
Anyway.
Not anymore.
Well, I will in a minute. Okay. I'm going to put that right across there like that.
Put that in there and
just put it in there and leave it in there, yeah.
That's right. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I know. It comes. Yeah. We'll just leave it in there. That's it.
That's going to stick in there now.
No, it won't. It's fine. Okay, so now we have that. Now what I can do is I can take, yeah, it does set inside the bottle, which is a bit of a pain, really, isn't it? Especially when you're doing a live and you just want to get it all done. Now I can go congratulations straight in there, straight onto here, or I can do another circle. And this isn't very straight at all. It's about as straight as a dog's hind leg, but that's, we can thank the glue for that. What do you think? Go straight in and see if we can put that congratulations through the middle there. We could do that. Let's try.
It's here.
No, it's not.
Oh, you've got another
Got it here. Oh, I don't want to use that because it's not going to show up. Where's that glue?
There it is.
I might use this Secret C again to do that. Yes, I agree, Lynn. Yep, you just, Suzanne was saying you just empty your Tombow into the, I'm not sure if I'm going to like this or not. And if I'm not, I don't.
No. What's up?
What's up is that if I get this wrong, I've wrecked the whole card. So let me stamp it. That didn't come out right. That's better. I'll stamp that. And then, where's those stylish shapes? Let's see. I don't actually think. I think these don't fit. Nope, that's not going to fit there. And I don't think the one out of the birthday suite fits either. I think I tried all that yesterday. So what I might have to do is just trim it.
Oh, the big rain one wouldn't go in it.
Pardon?
That would fit in the big rain one.
No,
it wouldn't. I don't think so. Anyway.
Nope. So I'm just going to trim this. I might have to redo that. Let me cut this off. And then maybe just about there. There we go. So we can actually put that one. I think that's better than trying to, have I got it about the same either side? Yep, and that's going to fit in there, which is great. So I can leave it straight, or I can just, let me just bevel the edges just to give it a bit of shape and pop it in there. So I will use dimensionals again.
Did I put them away?
No. Nope, you didn't put them away. You're sacked. You can have
That's good, I'm going to.
You can have a DCM.
What's that?
Don't come Monday.
I hate it when they use all those words, because I never know what happened to me.
Oh, that's not one of the kids'
No,
ones,
but when
really.
you see them on anywhere.
I don't know what a lot of them mean, Mum, so you're not on your own. All right, I've got a bit of ink there, which, there's my rubber. I just use an ordinary rubber, and it does usually remove it. I know that you can get I think it's called a sand rubber. Sort of like the ones we used to use when we were younger to, and then I want to pop this. Try and get it in the center. Like that. Through the middle. Yeah, definitely gonna, if I can't find it, Suzanne, I'll get you to send it to me again. Now, where's those?
What?
These. Okay, so here we go again with this. So we can either use these two. I think we'll use one or the other. I think we might use the Darling Duckling. And we will put, I definitely want a little one
either end
on
of that
here. Oops. Put a little one on there, and then I thought maybe we don't want them exactly the same, so maybe just put
one in the corner there.
Yeah, I want one on a one sort of there,
and one up on that one.
And one up here. No, I just got pink instead of yellow. It's all right. I got the pink out instead of the yellow. And one there. Okay, that just gives us a little bit of, and what we can do, or let's get, see if I've got any. Yep, and give it a spritz. So give it a bit of a glisten and a bit of a shine. And then I'll cut an insert the same. So that says congratulations. We'll just cut a quick insert. That needs to go in that packet too. So what do I need for the insert? I need. In actual fact, I probably could just do the base with this 3 3/4 by 5. Mum's enjoying this cleaning the stamps thing.
Oh, that one wouldn't clean any better than that.
Pardon?
That was very dark still.
That's a different type of stamp.
Oh, I see.
And then I'll get, because you can still write on this. I don't think it's a problem at all. We'll go with 3 1/2 by 5 1/4. What did did I do there?
$5 1/4, you said.
I did. Wrong size, Lorraine. Oh, let's get another piece. So we want the base piece to be 5 1/2 by 3 3/4. So 3 3/4 by 5 1/2. And then that one should, I think, fit on there like that. Oh, now I've got it over the card. So then we're just going to still doesn't want to do it. We've had the pin stuck in it. I'll have to take some time later to. Oh, can you move back a bit, please, Mum?
Yes, I can.
Put that in the bin.
You get another one.
You just pop that in the bin for me, please. Thank you.
Put those other two out, or we're going to save them.
Right, we should be right now. Let's go. A new one. Which of course has given us way too much. You can only fight with it for so long. And then you have to give up. I'm not a giver-upper normally. And we can't even blame the heat because it's not that hot today, is it?
Nope.
We can pop that in there like that. I know we've got the timid tiger on the timid tiger, but that looks quite nice, gives it a bit of an outside thing, and then we have the outside of the card. Alrighty, so that's me for today. We've got two, let me put that on there. Put those two over there because they're not working. No, not at the moment. And that's the cards that we have today. Two very simple cards, but just again showcasing the in colors. I did have this set up for the pink, so we were going to use that with the spots, and then the this is pretty in pink. I had to bring in another color, but yeah, but I might even make that up yet, I don't know. So that is our cards for this week. That is my showcase. Yeah, they are quick and easy, and they're not, like I said, they're very easy for people who are just starting out. Anyone who just wants to start out and make a few cards, very, very easy way to do it. You don't even have to layer this. You could just put the single sheets down. It just looks nicer if it's layered. Okay. Thanks, Suzanne. I'm gonna pop over to the other camera. Let me go. And there we are. Okay, so Mum won't be here again now until about July. So, but you'll hopefully, I have shown her how to get onto YouTube, and I'll probably have to show her another 3 or 4 times. I didn't mean that nastily. But Mum forgets how we did it, and then we have to go through it all again. So yeah, so that's what we'll do, and then hopefully Mum will be able to chat. She doesn't type a lot, but she will type hello, I expect.
Can't spell, see.
Oh, you can spell. Lynn said, have a fabulous weekend and bye, Mum. So there you go. So Thank you, Sue. Thanks, Suzanne. I know they're very simple, but sometimes simple is best. I must admit, I did consider cancelling this morning because I've got a lot of stuff to
You got
do.
another one to make for your grandson.
I
haven't you?
do. I have to make some
Box on it.
just in case Melissa
Oh.
watches. You
Oh
don't
yeah, I
know.
forgot that.
secret squirrel
I
stuff
don't
between
think she
grandma
does.
and the
I don't think
grandkids.
she does that.
So yeah. So, and of course, my other thing was I thought I had tomorrow to do things. And what happened when I went out to trivia last night? One of my co-workers, I said, I'll see you on Wednesday. And he said, I hope not, because you're working Saturday. It's your Saturday to work. And I'd totally forgotten, wiped it out completely. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate you all coming in and watching. You'll see Mum around about 10th, 12th of July, somewhere around there, because she'll be here for my grandson, her great-grandson's 13th birthday. We've got one going in as a teenager now. And yeah, so she'll be back then. All righty. Sue said it was nice to meet you. All righty. Thank you so much. And happy Mother's Day on Friday, on Sunday to everybody. Friday.
Today's Friday.
I know. Okay. Happy Mother's Day to everybody on Sunday. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you all again next week. Thanks very much. Bye.